Switch over. Okay. Okay. Is there a Julie? Who's Julie? Okay, here's the deal. Yeah, the messages started to get real strong, so that always happens. You're physically burying him today, right? He's being buried. Oh my God, was that too harsh? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just need clarity. I keep getting please forgive me. I don't know what that is. Is he physically being buried? I feel like he's being buried right next to somebody. Like 2 people or 3 people. Like, I don't know if you must have a family plot. His ashes are being, okay, so he was cremated. I don't feel like he was cremated. I'm not gonna doubt you. Was your mom buried? Who's buried? I feel like your mom's buried next to somebody. Who's buried? Your mom's gotta be buried. I'm so sorry if I feel insensitive right now. Okay, no, don't think like that. There's a family plot somewhere. I hate to say this. I feel like someone's ashes, family plot is in Ireland. Okay. I feel like somebody's ashes wants to be buried in between 2 people. Ugh, I hate delivering things like this. I'm so sorry. I feel awful giving that type of message. Like, I feel awful. So is this your dad's parents? Or your mom's parents? All right, I think it's your mom's parents is what it's telling me. It's telling me it's like your mom's side. She wanted to be buried next to him. Okay, so I knew it. I knew it. I just didn't want to call it out. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to call that out. So I'm assuming at one point you're going to get there and you're going to do that. I feel like there's a plot right in between the 2 of them. Like, even if you just put some ashes right in between the two of them. Like, sprinkle ashes. You don't necessarily have to, like, bury it. No, she wants you to bury it. So bury some ashes. I don't think you need to have like a, I haven't known whether to bury my mom. Okay, so thank you for the clarity. She wanted to be buried next with her parents in Ireland. Means so much. Okay, I'm so sorry. These are hard. It's so hard for me to give messages like this, guys. It's so hard because you don't know what somebody wants. So to kind of like make that judgment call for somebody or be like, this is what this person wants. I mean, it's so fucking hard for me to deliver those messages. I got to be like really delicate about how I approach things like this. So at some point, yes, bury your mother's ashes. It doesn't need to be all of them, okay? You don't even need to have a ceremony is what I'm seeing or hearing. It's just bury, like take a spoon and dig up the grass, okay? And just bury some ashes, lay some ashes. Like, they're waiting for her. And I hate to say that. It's not a bad thing. And they're not mad. You know what I mean? Like, no one's mad. Just at some point in your life, make sure you bring her. Like, honestly, like, no one's mad. Just at some point, just bring her. Maybe that's what the water is. I don't know if you're gonna travel by water. I know, like, to get to Ireland, you have to, like, fly, obviously, right? But, like, there's something with water. I don't know if the cemetery is near water. If you're gonna spread her near some water. Like, just make sure at some point in your life, like, your mom's happy. Like, she's not, like, upset. And her parents, her grandparents, like, they're not upset. Okay, they're just, like, at some point, you know, we're waiting. Like, not like we're waiting, but, like, they just want you to know that that's what she wants. So I don't know if you were like, you didn't know what to do. Like, it's okay, she was cremated, but, like, bury the ashes. And I do feel like not all of them. Obviously, you can keep some, right? But some of them, it's almost like the family wants to see you. I don't know if you've never met that side. It's almost like they want to see you too. You know what I mean? Like a family reunion with the dead. Yeah, it's on the sea. The cemetery, it's beautiful, yeah. I can see it, I can picture it all. I just wanted to, like, talk about this very delicately. Because it's hard to give these type of messages. So I'm glad you're getting these messages, you know. So don't feel like you have to rush to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this could be years down the road. This could be in 20 years. Just get there at some point, you know? All I see is, that's why it makes so much sense that all I saw was like mountains and water. Your grandparents are buried by the sea in a cemetery. Okay. They want you to come back and do like a little family thing and bury your ma. Like, just some of her ashes, like right in between the two of them. Like, they literally want it right in between the two of them. Like literally. Like, right in between the two of them. And I don't know, I don't think anybody's gonna judge you for the cremation. So I don't know why, like, did you guys cremate her without really knowing if she wanted to be cremated? Or did she want to be cremated? Like, no one's judging for, like, I feel like she wanted to be cremated, okay? But I mean, I could be wrong. But I feel like nobody's, like, just because she was cremated, they're basically saying, like, hey, but don't forget about us that are buried, you know? Okay, so they're cremated too. But they have plots, right? Okay, we didn't know if she wanted to be cremated or not. Okay, so that makes sense. So I don't know if somebody's holding on to guilt from that or not, but don't worry about like that, because I feel like she did actually want to be cremated. I just don't know if it's something you guys talked about. So they were cremated. That makes sense. We have 3 people that are cremated, but 2 are buried. Does that make sense? 3 people cremated, 2 are buried. And there's more plots, so I don't know what that's about. It's like 2 empty plots, 3 empty plots. I don't think that's relevant. But I got, in that cemetery or whatever's going on over there, I got 3 cremations, 2 burials, something like that. But I got burials. I was worried if she wasn't at first because she was cremated her. Yes, my grandma and grandpa and mom are cremated and buried, and the rest are buried. Okay, I still feel like there's a couple plots. Okay, so that makes sense that the 3 of them are cremated. But am I being clear? I just want to be, I think I'm being clear. 3 are cremated, 2 are buried. Even the ones that are cremated are buried, because a lot of people do not bury ashes. So 3 are cremated, 2 are buried. I don't know why I have to make this so clear. I feel like there's 3 plots. And if there's not a 3rd plot, just put Mary right in the middle. Like, I'm talking like, yes, 2 of the 3 cremated are buried in Ireland. Okay, perfect. So I don't know if there's a plot for Mary. I don't think there is. So they just want you to put her right in the middle. Like right in the middle. Like even if you take a spoon, girlfriend, like you don't have to have a ceremony, nothing. You take a spoon or you take your heel or you take your hands and you just make a line, okay? And you just sprinkle the ashes. Just make sure you do it at some point. There's room for her. I just messaged my cousin and they said they can put her in the middle. Yeah, that's what they want. That's what she wants. Oh, these are really hard to give these messages, guys, because this is someone's loved one. And you don't take this stuff lightly and be like, okay, this is what they want and this is what they don't want. And like, you don't mess with somebody else's shit like that. Like, this is why, like, I'm real careful about what I do. And like, cause sometimes it can become real easy for me, but it's like, I gotta slow myself down. Okay. So, all right. So we figured that out. So I have like 3 messages here. Okay. So that was only the second one. The first one is your dad feels a lot of regret for letting your mother walk away. He was a workaholic. He was stubborn. And there's a lot of regret. And it's like, I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know what the color red is. I think your dad's favorite color was red. Or there's something with red with your dad. He really liked money. But besides that, I feel like he instilled a lot of wisdom, okay? I don't really know if it's guilt. I think he made peace with the decisions he made in life, okay? If that makes sense. He loved his red motorcycle. Okay, yep, I knew there was something about red. Strong red, bright red, cherry red, candy apple red. I don't know if that was the name of the paint. Okay. But red for sure. And it's just kind of like, it's also a message for you being like, don't worry. He kind of feels like he walked away from you again, but he feels comfortable, like you got this. I think that's why the first message that came out for you was so damn important for you to move forward in your life. You know what I mean? And not worry about your husband, because your husband will follow suit. It will be okay. Okay? He sent you a toy model of his motorcycle and it sits next to my mom's ashes. All right. So yeah. I do see the red in a thing next to it, but like, so that's cool. But, it's almost like he had to go. I kind of feel like he was ready and excited to go, as weird as that sounds. Like, there was no fear, you know, it was just kind of like, he was ready to go. I don't know if he I don't think he expressed that to you, but just make sure you're content in your life and don't dwell on anything that happened with you guys, between you, your mom, any of that. I am getting, make sure you keep your mom and your dad a little of their ashes. Yeah, it makes sense he was at peace. Just keep a little of their ashes, like next to each other for like you know, like a you thing. I don't know if you considered combining them. I don't know what that is. I don't really, well, no, I feel like you didn't consider combining them. But what are you questioning about their ashes together? You're questioning something about their ashes. Like, did you consider combining them? Did you consider spreading them together at the same time over water? Like, what were you thinking? Besides just like putting them next to each other. I feel like you were like some type of combination. You were thinking about something. Like, I don't want to overwhelm you. I just want to get all the messages out. I just feel like you would like, how do I combinate them, or how do I don't know what you were doing. Yeah, the ashes. Were you thinking about like spreading them together, like a little bit of each ash? Like his ash, her ash, same place? Or did you feel like mixing them together in one? Like I wanted to know if it was okay to take them a little bit of her ashes and have their ashes put into a tattoo. Okay, so there's something you would, I knew there was something you were trying to do. You were trying to do that with both of them, right? I wanted to know if it was okay if I take a little of both their ashes. That makes sense. Okay, so you're good to go. Whatever you want to do, you're good to go. All right? So obviously they both know you wanted to do something with both their ashes together. So you got a big okay to do that. So you must have questioned whether or not to put the ashes together, which I get why people would. You know what I mean? So that's a big message for you. You're good to go. You wanted to mix their ashes and have them. See, that's awesome. I don't know who's giving me these messages, but they are really clear and they really want you to have this clarity. Okay? So, yes, you're good to go. Whatever you want to do with them, you're good to go. All right? They are okay with you mixing a little of their ashes together. All right? All right, so I'm thinking I can move on from this one and go to the next message, but I was worried if they'd be upset if I took from some of their ashes. Absolutely not. No. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I even said to you, like, you don't even have to bury your mom's all her ashes. Like, it's almost like you have an idea of burying some, spreading some, combining some. Like, I already felt that. Like, you're good to go. Whatever you want to do with them, you're totally good to go. Make sure you keep some for yourself too. Like, you're good to go. All right? So, this might actually be a message from your grandparents. So I got one from your dad. We got grandparents right here, and we have Mary right here. So let's move on to your grandparents real quick. I already think, I'm going to throw one more card here, but I think your grandparents came out first because that's the whole plot. Put it right in the middle. 3 of us got cremated, 2 of us got buried. And I knew there was some type of empty plot. I just didn't know what it was. So you can put some of her ashes in the plot. Or you can just literally take a spoon, because they're showing me a spoon too. It's like, there's not even like, it's not even necessary to do a ceremony, like, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know if someone's favorite shape was a square. I don't. Okay. Did your grandparents lose a child at a young age? Like, besides your mom? Did they lose a child? Or it's your mom and it's their child? I think it's just your mom. Maybe they got these plots when your mom was like 10 or something. I feel like there's a child near them though. Who's the child? There's a child that passed away in the family. I would say under the 12, 13. Teenager, I don't know. Your daughter was supposed to be a twin, you miscarried one. I don't know. All I know is that your grandparents have a child with them. I feel like it's a teenager. No, I feel like it's a teenager. I'm not predicting a death. Okay. But I feel like your mom was the only child, but I also feel like, and I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like your mom was the only child, but there was another child. Okay, Ashley. My best friend Ashley, she died when they were 16, probably. I just felt something. She was close to my family and loved my grandparents. I feel like there's a teenager, like there's a child, there's something here with you. Yeah, but why would they be with your grandparents? Unless they're just want to be like, hey, hi. But I think it's more than like, hey, hi. I feel like it's family. I don't know. Your grandparents have a teenager. Like they have like someone under the age, like teeny bopper. I don't know. Someone's with them. Was your mom an only child? I feel like your mom was an only child. I mean, you said something about a cousin, but I feel like your mom was the only child. She was the firstborn. Okay, so who had a child? Someone had a child and the child died. Maybe you're not aware of it. All right, I'm going to move on from that then. I don't know if it's saying there's only one child buried. So is she the only one that passed? Maybe that's what it is. It's just like one child buried. Hi, sweetie. She's the only one not buried. Okay. So maybe that's all it is. The one child that's not buried, maybe. Sheila and Martin are buried and she isn't. Oh, okay. Yep. You are so welcome. You want me to just quit it, right? It's not about my time. I'm not worried about my time. At all. I do just want to say like one thing, because I didn't get to like the mom factor. If for some reason she was ill, okay, she's healthy now. Okay, so I kind of feel like you needed to know that. Like, I don't need like an explanation or anything. I just want to make sure you got that message. Okay, good. She just wanted you to know that. So I don't know if that sits with you and eats at you, but she's good. Like, good. Okay? Like, healthy good. She just, I don't know if that's something you question, so I'm making it real clear. Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that. Okay. We'll leave it at that. All right. All right. It's tricky. Now, I want you to email me, and I'm going to send you those. I can leave them up for other people to see, or I can take them down and they can be just yours. Okay? So email me and let me know what you decide. As of right now, I'm stepping out of this. I'm shutting this down, and I'm going to come back in with weekend energy. Okay? So I'll be back in like 30 seconds. And Fire Goddess, I don't know how your email is going to come up or anything, but just make sure you write Fire Goddess like in the caption or something so I'm aware it's you. Yes, email me, okay? So as of right now, I'll keep them up, and at some point you want them taken down, you let me know. Okay? So on that note, I'm ending this, and I'll be back in like 30 seconds with weekend energy. Bye. Love you.